Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to the daily message. My name is Heidi, and this is Sage Muse. This is a Sagittarius channel, and these messages I put out every day to some energy that may be circling the drain for you. It doesn't necessarily have to happen today because my readings are timeless. I do not usually put dates on my readings, and time is fluid. And I just want to kind of put out there too that I see a lot with tarot and people watching tarot that they look to fit it in their current situation. So if they will say stuff like, if this isn't happening, so this isn't my story. That isn't necessarily true. Okay, Sag? That is not necessarily true because I've had tarot readings myself where the things that were said didn't happen for weeks. So you also have to open your mind to possibly this hasn't happened yet. I think we focus a little too much on resonating. The truth is if you felt drawn to watch it, then there's something in it for you. And I do only call energy for my YouTube collective. Meaning, if you're watching it, you're my YouTube collective. Okay, so that being said, Sag, just saying, I see a lot of readers talking about if you don't, resonate with it, maybe it's not for you. And I guess that's always possible that it's not for you, but I don't know. You just have to go for a open-minded approach, right? And I also recommend that when you watch tarot readings, that you watch it from a clear-minded place. Don't watch tarot to look for a specific answer. Is always what I say, but because it is guidance and it is guidance based on energy. So I also apply that with because we've been in Mercury retrograde. So, there have been past energies that have been, present, but present doesn't always relate to action. Okay. It just means they're there, Sag. It could be that someone is wanting to resolve something with you. And that necessarily is just an energy that is around you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're open to it, not open to it. Keep that in mind. Energy is always moving, and everything is energy. So the word I was hearing for you today is interesting, was majestic. And so here's something I do. I ask for my spirit guides to direct me to whatever deck I'm supposed to use for that day. I don't use the same deck all the time. Matter of fact, I don't have a favorite. I use whatever deck. Okay? There are some decks that I feel more drawn to than others, but I feel like the energy will always tell me which one I'm supposed to use. Because there are different elements to different decks. Yes, there are. And remember that I'm an intuitive reader, okay? And my intuition works through feeling. So, I see a lot of people posting in the comments about what something meant or didn't mean. And to be honest, I appreciate your input always, but, I am an intuitive reader, okay? All right. Oh, and that's not like a checking anybody. It's just I'm just saying. But I love that whole thing about Buzz Lightyear, right? I was like, these are my people. So Sagittarius, let's take a look at the energy. It's interesting because, when we talk about things that are coming to you, right? I feel like people think that it's actually part of your journey. It's part of your journey because there is something coming, and it feels like a small break for you. In regards to some, I mean, I feel like this isn't one obstacle. I feel like this has just been the path that you've been traveling. You know, mountains is here. Try to climb over this mountain. Keep your goals firm. Fill the emptiness. And peace, luck, the starting point of the journey. Because it really feels, and especially since you're showing up in 8th house energy. So this is all about death and rebirth. It's about a lot of other things too, which we will get to. But I just feel like you're starting a new journey, Sag. And there may be things along the way, especially in the current energy, that try to distract you from your direction. And you have to be really careful about maintaining your direction. And so we can't do that without knowing our end game, right? What it is we're trying to do. But, you know, understand that too, that it may seem heavy, right? But you're just at the beginning. Okay, so this is not something specific. It is according to whatever your journey is, you know, and there are going to be obstacles here, and it is going to seem like forever. Like, when am I ever going to get there? Just try to keep your focus on what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so what was under the deck was Veil Nebula, getting closer to the mysterious and beautiful truth, and Passion, maintain your enthusiasm for things. I feel like you might be discovering new passions, and it very much could be revealed to you soon if it hasn't been already. Because, you know, we're seeing a lot of mystery. So the 8th house is here for your word of the day, is secrets, which, well, I don't know about that, right? But this is also Venus energy. So this is, if you have a Scorpio Venus, you may feel this quite a bit more. But when I think about the 8th house, the themes in the 8th house are death and rebirth, naturally. It can also be the money that we receive from others. It is at its very core, it's mystery. Okay? So there could be somebody crushing you, since it's in Venus, that you don't know about. But I do feel as if there is something being revealed to you. And it seems to be something that you didn't know or weren't expecting, for sure. Because what's going on behind the scenes is gift, daydream. You're receiving something you've been wanting. And ceremony, mystery, magic. Okay? So this could also be about manifesting, right? If you're trying to receive something, you know, it is a good practice for manifesting. Ritual is a good practice. And I was really getting into feeling drawn to law of assumption videos. So with law of assumption, that pretty much says that you already have it. And you assume that you have it. And I feel like that's a very difficult flow for people who feel like they don't have it, right? But I do feel as if whatever you've been dreaming about, whatever you've been wanting, whatever you've been visualizing is coming. There is a gift being given to you. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's a completion of any sort. I feel like it's just a beginning. It gets you pointed in a direction and on a journey that you've been working towards for a long time. Okay? Or it doesn't even have to be a long time. So, you know, we're having new information, harvest, payoff, happy news. All right, now we're here for that. And like I said, something's being revealed to you. And you are reaping rewards here. This is good news. And I asked what the good news was, and Cupid came up. You know, so for some, this is about love. but it's also about just allowing. It's about allowing good things to come to you. And I know that that concept seems like, what? Who isn't for good things? You'd be surprised. When you flow too much in stuff like complaining or thinking how bad everything is, you don't allow for good things to come in. If you believe delusionally that good things are always coming, then good things are coming. That's how you tune into your heart. And maybe that's the way Sagittarius is supposed to be tuning in. You know, because we've had a lot of energy where we have been told to get into our heart, Sag. Me too, I'm a Sagittarius. So, you know, your energy is the Page of Cups, which is very nice. So you may really be, I feel like this is being open to new stuff, open to new ideas, new opportunities. And with the Page of Cups also has an element of communication. So you may be communicating that in some way. You may be connecting with others, possibly, you know, being a little flirty out here, Sag, because that is our nature. I don't know if you noticed it, but I have yet to meet a Sagittarius man that doesn't flirt like hell. That is who we are. That is how we are. So you may really be in a fun, lighthearted energy today, which is nice. But you're also open to new ideas in terms of problem solving. Okay, because it's with the Five of Cups. Because, you know, the Five of Cups often can be something that doesn't work out. You know, taking a wrong turn. And so you're here open to different alternatives, to different ways of doing things. You know, you're not so stuck on it has to be done this way. Because we're seeing it, Sag. Like, the Eight of Swords is here with the Six of Swords in terms of your good news. Something that has been stuck is now opening up, and there's a transition happening, moving into a better space. So I feel like that's it. That's you realizing, you know, I've done this way, and this way just doesn't work. So, but you're not giving up. You're just going to find a new way. And that may send you on this new journey. Okay? And I feel like this new way is being provided by someone else. You know, and this is Emperor energy. Okay? Aries is all over our readings. And I feel like you know, everyone's going to say, I hate Aries. I love Aries, by the way. I love Aries people. My best friend is an Aries. I have an Aries rising. I love Aries people. I've dated Aries. I'm not saying that I'm looking to marry an Aries or nothing like that. But they have great energy in terms of getting things done. Okay, because Aries is going to win. There's no two ways about that. They have that determination to win. But they also have that, you know, getting structured, getting our ducks in a row, making a plan, you know, figuring out what we have to do to get there. So, you know, this puts you in Emperor energy, which is really good because that's how you can see things working out. So I feel like you're finding different ways to make things work out. You know, the Wheel of Fortune's on the bottom. What? And I feel like, honestly, we're going to see our luck and growth and expansion really increase starting on the 1st when Jupiter goes direct. The Devil, the Hangman, and death. Like, you are, oh my gosh, and the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands doesn't always mean a relationship, but this could be a relationship for you. Because what's happening here is that you're not being stuck to a certain way. You know, with the Devil, everyone sees the Devil and goes, oh, but it's also power. And it's things that have power over us. And so I feel like you're going to take a step back to saying, especially to the universe, I've been doing it this way. And it's not working. It's not working. So please lead me. Please tell me what to do. You know, and that is where this change starts to happen. And it's actually a good change, Sag. So if you're receiving downloads or information, or even it does feel like you're getting information from an outside source, it's good information. It may seem like it's not, because death is here. But death is also transformation and change. And this is opening. This is open, you know, the Four of Wands is the 1111 card, which we keep seeing. So there definitely is a change coming. There's a door opening. And the truth is you may receive this information at some event. That's possible, because it also represents an event. But it's an event for change. And it's very interesting. This could be coming to you via a Scorpio, because we are seeing a lot of Scorpio energy here. But this is going to change things up, Sag. You know, this is going to change things up. And I love this. You know, and it's really, really talking about, too, where it's going to give you a choice. And you're going to need, you know, to make a decision. But also, I feel like you're going to be, whatever information you're given, it's like a little bit that you run on. So you definitely find out more with the Page of Pentacles, right? In terms of which way should I go? Because the two of Pentacles can be that energy of this and that, you know? And it kind of says, too, there's no wrong decision here. You know what I'm saying, Sag? No wrong decision. You just have to use your logic and your intuition with the Lovers to make the decision. Okay? To make the decision. And with the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands, you can't make this decision from a place of defeat or being tired. You know, you have to make this decision from, you know, a high vibration. Wowza. Sagittarius. That was so good. That was really so good, Sagittarius. So, we're going to take a small look at what may be going on in your relationships and get you some advice, Sag. I know my readings have been so long lately. I don't know. You'll have to let me know if that bothers you. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So, you know, this could be stuff going on in romantic relationships, or it could be familial, or your friends, co-workers. Let's see. But these are people that may be affecting you, you know, or these are people, situations that, you know, may have some effect. But, you know, you'll know who that is for you. That will definitely reveal itself, right? Right, Sag? You know, and the whole thing, I just was thinking, too, about Cupid is that it reminds me of shooting the arrow. And that's what this means in terms of of a new beginning. It's a new direction. Because you've really taken a look at and figured out what doesn't work. Interesting. See, that's why I lay the cards out, Sag. It changes, it changes, it changes. So what's going on in relationships for Sagittarius? Ooh, relationships. Oh, okay, Sag. I love this. I feel like as far as relationships, one of the things that's going on with Sagittarius, I know I feel this myself, is that, and I feel like this is you, Sag. I feel like this is your energy. Like once upon a time, you might have been okay with temporary situations, right? Y'all know what I'm saying about that. Okay? And, you know, but you're not now. You're saying that you are not going to entertain that anymore. If you have. If you haven't, you haven't, right? You're still out here for flirting. So you will do that, but you're not really, it's like you're trying to tackle obstacles in your life, right? And so you're okay with, you know, the big love not coming right now. Because for you, what's really important is that you're saying that you don't want temporary people in your life. And whether that is your friendships as well, you know, as well as lovers or whatever, you really, really don't, you know. And you also are, like, there's so much here about what you don't want. But there's also, you know, being open to the big one, right? So reject is on the bottom with banishment, resisting, unrequited love. And Juliet, that's your energy. Juliet, you know, inner strength, independence. For one thing, maybe you have dealt with some one-sided situations. And the truth is you're done with that too. You know, if there have been one-sided relationships for you, you're saying, or people resisting, right? Not being open to a relationship or whatever it is that they do, you're just done with that too. You know, and this is kind of, I'm going to tackle the things in my life until that big love comes. Now, I'm not going to stop talking to people. I'm not going to stop putting myself out there. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to flirt. But I'm not for the entanglements anymore. Good for you. Good for you. Because remember, even in intimacy, we're sharing energy. And, you know, you don't need no bad juju around you. I'm just saying, some people carry some energy. And every time we have like close encounters with people, we take on their energy as well. And so just be very careful. Very careful. Okay, so let's get some final words from your spirit guides. And of course, later today I will do a spiritual reading, as I always do. Sagittarius, I'm also trying to get things cleaned up for New Year's, which I'm spending by myself, but I have a whole night planned. And I'm doing all of the things. I don't know if y'all saw that post about the reel about traditions. I'm doing all the things, and because I just want to start it well. So clean your house. Definitely. Smudge your house. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see what your guides have to say to you. Ooh, Chariot. Magician. Oh my gosh. And Judgment. Damn, Sagittarius. You are making shit happen. You are making shit happen, Sag. And you're being really honest with yourself in terms of your desires, right? Honest with yourself about the past. Honest with yourself about, you know, so there may be, you know, some energy of really thinking about your desires. Specifically, are my desires in line with where I want to go? Because sometimes our desires may have been relevant last year, but maybe not relevant this year. So, you know, there's definitely a need to get in tune with what it is you're wishing for. So what do you want to tell Sagittarius? Justice. Cause and effect. All right. What do you want to tell Sagittarius? Seven of Pentacles. I feel like they're telling you, oh boy, that there's no need for you to make decisions right now, Sagittarius. You might feel like there is, right? Because you may feel like you're in stagnant energy, right? But the truth is like, there's no need to make any final decisions. It could be that you need more information, and that is so in tune with the reading, because there's a little bit of information coming to you. Yeah, Two of Wands. Yeah, there is no need for you to make decision. Now is the time to learn more. To learn more. You know, and understand that you have achieved a lot already. That's what I always think about with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, it's a time for us to remember that all our gifts and that we have achieved a lot. And to take the time to figure out, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Where do I go next? But you may feel like it's time for you to make a final decision on something. And the universe is saying, no, Sag, not really. Not really, Sag. It's not. You know? And try not to let other things bother you. Try to stay in a very balanced, emotionally space, a space of happiness. Okay. We feel the glow. And I really feel like, you know, this is also telling you that good karma is coming your way. Like, you're leveling up here. And it's based on what you've already done. Okay, Sag, you are supported as always. As always. So I hope this really helps. Toodles.